U.S. President Joe Biden is due to touch down in Israel this hour, kickstarting his four-day visit to the Middle East. He has touched down, in fact, let's correct that. This will be his first visit to the region since taking office. High on his agenda, of course, that is oil. Soaring gasoline prices at home have been hurting his approval ratings. Mr. Biden is widely expected to urge the oil-rich nations to increase production to ease the global energy crisis sparked by Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Mr. Biden will be speaking with Israeli leaders, then meeting Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas in the occupied West Bank before heading to Saudi Arabia. But the U.S. leader faces a tough balancing act in dealing with Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince, Mohammed bin Salman, after vowing to treat the country like a pariah back in 2019.
Mia Alberti joins us live from Beirut for more on this. Mia, this will be Mr. Biden's first trip to the Middle East, and it comes at a time of rapid change in the region. What does he hope to achieve with this visit?
Well, a first visit and a very symbolic one. As you mentioned, one of the top priority, if not the top priority for Joe Biden during his first visit to the Middle East as U.S. president is securing energy supplies and lowering gas prices during his visit in Saudi Arabia because these were impacted by the Russian war, as we know. So we are expecting to see Biden trying to negotiate with Gulf countries represented by Saudi Arabia to increase their internal production of oil and gas, and in doing so he could manage to lower prices, and this would be a great victory not only domestically but also globally. He would win a lot of sympathy across the world if he was the one that managed to decrease the oil prices that we have seen increasing across the world since the war in the Ukraine started. However, the question is, will he be able to do that? Well, the hopes are quite dim at the moment, because Saudi Arabia itself is also struggling to meet its internal standards for production. So I think the spirit is, well, there's no harm in asking. Now, during his visit in Israel, which will happen first, Joe Biden is probably about to touch down in Israel as we speak. Joe Biden will have a different but connected interest, which is normalization of ties between Israel and Saudi Arabia, two big allies of the United States in the region, but between each other there is not much cooperation. So that will be the focus for Joe Biden. We have heard from the Israeli Prime Minister saying that they hope that Joe Biden can send a message of hope to Saudi Arabia. And in fact, Joe Biden will be the first U.S. president to travel directly from Israel to Saudi Arabia. Joe Biden himself said that this is a symbol towards the steps of normalization. So a lot of challenges here, but also there's an overall spirit that this trip marks a different chapter in U.S. foreign policy towards the Middle East, one that is more focused on dialogue, one that is more focused on cooperation. And Joe Biden himself, ahead of this visit, wrote in the Washington Post in an opinion article, he wrote that he will be the first president since the 9/11 to visit the Middle East without any U.S. troops in active combat in the region, and that he hopes to keep it this way.
Mia, thank you very much for that update. Mia Alberti there from Beirut.